Yeah. Well, what is happening, y'all? Welcome to part 2 of the live number 19. And I was going to skip over this, but I'm trying to get out the mindset of compiled versus start to finish, full on, and show people how to do the same thing I do. So, and legit, this is just from getting fuel over there. All I did was park. I just stopped the stream before parking. So, we're going to take a 10-hour break right now. And I could sit here and let the game run for till 4 a.m. is when it's going to be done. And technically, I'm not going to run till 6. So I got until 6 a.m. I got plenty of time to get over there, stuff like that. So we're good. But I'm not doing that because I'm not having y'all sit on here look at an empty screen. But that is how you could do it in the game itself and stuff like that. So, and if it like in reality, you can do what you want, like legit. When the stream started morning for me doing it, this is late in the day for me, but I'm still finishing up the game time and everything else like that. So, I'm not going to sit here and waste y'all's time doing the full 10 hours. So, I'm going to show y'all how I do it. Y'all can do the same and stuff like that, and it works to the realism. So, before we do that, let's see, it's 8 now. So, I was said 4, I'm good to go. And always check to make sure to see what your input in. I didn't mean to hit that button, but that's a nice screenshot. So, if I want to do 4 legit, I would hit 4, hit it, good to go. But because I'm not, and I'm not going to start till 6, I'm going to hit 6, good to go. Oh, okay, what I do? Oh, yeah, no, I'm about to say, I know I didn't screw that up. But yep, now it's 6 a.m. I've done my 10 hours break. I can put on the log, all that for legit. And, good to go. That's it. So I've done my 10-hour break. I just skipped over it on the time for the live to show y'all how that's how I do it. When you see me saying it on home dailies, or sometimes on be legit compiled home dailies, I'll just stop and take off in real life. Then 10 hours. Just how you can play it, and you can do it on here too. Because legit, from the start of recording for this episode, this live number 19, that was in the morning. I've been out, I've done stuff, a lot of stuff, and now I'm coming back to it within the same day, but on game, it's been 2 days now, and I'm gonna have that same energy like 2 days. Y'all gotta put stuff into this. I'm not even lying, you do. Well, with that ran out the way, let's go ahead and fire it up. Already did my pre-trip, so we good. There we go. Alright. Now I just gotta fill out this logbook. Alright, so let's see, and I'm gonna, you know what, since we're here, and I'm sure one day I'm gonna screen record the logbook, but I'm gonna just mark or tell y'all what I'm doing with each step. So right now I'm updating the time, the day rather, so it's Saturday, and my day game time is 4,030. That's how much I keep track of it. But yep, 4,030 days I've been in it. And I'm sure people are wondering, why do I do that? So when I take weeks off, I can keep my logbook up to date. And legit, I just took off, I think, before starting for this week. So that's why I do that. The company is above the day, and that's Welks Livestock, so I don't need to change that. The truck and trailer number on the left-hand side, they stay the same. The trip number stays the same. Now I changed where I'm starting from, because that was picking up from yesterday in Las Vegas. So now we are starting from, I could just look at the logbook, but I'm going to just bring up the map. Evanston, Wyoming. So you change that. Evanston. Bam. Come on, bam. Wyoming. Bam. So that's good. That's good. That's good. And the destination stays the same. Maybe on the next home daily compiled, I'll show you what I mean. Go back and look at some of mine. It's been the same logbook now for years. And I'm staying with that because it's one of the legit few that you can find that you can manipulate, still do by paper, and it doesn't do it automatically. But yep, so we started at 6 a.m. So sleep above 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. I could say 5 and give myself time, but 6. And show that 15-minute pre-trip. Here we go. And go on the drive. And now the logbook is all done. And I think timing wise, we're about at 15 minutes. 6:09, close enough. I'm going to still say 15 on the logbook. Because let's be honest, any real trucker watching out here knows they're going, well, you don't may take that whole 15, but you showed that 15. So with that all out the way, let's go ahead and throw in gear, turn these lights on, because it's before 8 a.m. So you know you got to have these lights. Do a tug test, make sure she's locked, and let's roll. Let's get on out of here. And I think, oh crap, 10 hours. Why does it say 10? Let me check this paper map, because I thought it was only 8. I think, because I think it's still counting me from somewhere over there. Yeah, it's counting if I went that way. So if you, okay, so I have a feeling it's going to drop. Cause I'm like, it should not be no 10. Either way, I'm going to get there in time. But I'm like, timing wise, it should not be that. Now I just got to figure out how the heck to get in here, out of here. Because I don't remember how the heck I got in. That's what happens sometimes when you wake up in the morning. You don't remember how the heck you got. But you pick it up after a while. And I just took the wrong way. So let me swing this way. So that's what happens. Sometimes you take them 10-hour breaks. You blink, you look up, and it's like, how the heck did I get in here? Because sometimes them sleeps can be so daggone nice. You don't even know. If you've never done it, you don't know. But they can. They can. Yep, I think that way. Yeah, we good. And y'all notice I've gotten a lot better about not shifting during parking lots and stuff like that. Because I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be more professional. Need to stop getting out here monkey balling and just enjoying throwing the shifter around. And get more professional. Stay up on it. Like I tell people all the time, there's something every day you can calibrate to reconfigure to achieve the same goal, if not do better, you know? And if there isn't, then there's always something new you can find to recalibrate. So, oh, they gonna be nice? Oh, yay! Oh, no, I'm still going. Thank you. I'm still going. I don't care. I don't know if you'll let me out or not, but I'm going. So. And $100 now, it says 8. Yeah, I thought so. Told y'all. I know I'm a veteran, people. I've been doing this a long time. I've learned the tricks and trades and little things to watch out for, like this daggone band that almost took my freaking space. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do when I get up here. Well, no, I'll still play that by ear. Because my original plan was to run around a little bit, then head back down. I'll still probably do that because I was trying to do something else, but I'll still do that probably. Just get up here and instead of running around for a little bit, probably just get a load headed back to Cali. Because what it is time of this recording this week, we got another trip we're going on. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And I want to always try and be home for that, so I don't have to fly like one time I did. So try and get the truck home, all that. So I think that's what I do. Once I get up here, find me the load, just head it back down to Cali and go from there. I'm not going to do a live for that, just that's the plan. Like I say all the time, people, you've got to have the next step plan for what you're going to do. I tell you what bugs me heavily when I've been talking to people driving, everything. Let's say we planning something, okay? And I ask, alright, what truck you gonna be in? What about when I feel like? Huh? I mean, that's fine, nothing wrong with that, but you don't have like a plan for that? Like, you ain't got what truck you want to do? And let's just skip over all that to begin with. Let's just talk about what are you hauling. Like, I know most people out here, I've talked about this before, I won't go on a long rant about this, but y'all don't determine, most people anyway I should say, don't decipher whether or not they're doing their own authority, working for a lease, all that stuff. You see, the way I've been doing it all these years is why I don't even know how many videos. I think I'm in the 500s now. Everyone's still different flow, different feel, because the game gives you all of that. Like, I'm so glad I'm back with Welks. Welks Livestock. So glad I'm back with them. I was getting tired of that freaking low boy stuff. I don't even remember who I was with before. I think Vitamin. I'd have to look at my logs and everything, but nice to be back. A, with a dry van, and B, a reefer, and C, actually going to docks. Not those monkey behind off the road stuff. I mean, I did it every time, got the job done, but it's so nice. Like we did yesterday, just back to the dock, they load you up, we out. So nice. Alrighty then, well, let's get down this road. It's only 9 hours to get there. I'm gonna just purge the log again so I can just keep riding straight. Don't have to stop for that 30-minute break. And we'll get there, and once we get up in there, I'll talk about, what was I gonna say? Oh, like I said, from start to finish, the whole, when you get there, again, you don't just get unloaded right away. Well, we'll play that by ear when we get there, because there's a little bit difference with that, but I'll talk about that once we get there. But for now, this is for y'all who just like enjoying the engine. Thank you. Yep, they said any dock. Well, no, actually not any dock. They got one for me. I don't know who I'm kidding. I just gotta see where the heck they wanted it. What dock that is. It's so nice being on docks. Yeah, turn these on, be professional. Okay, so it's over there. I don't even want to in the dock. They're gonna unless forklift it out. Alright, so that. Yeah, more pull up a little bit. Yeah, I'm all kinds of off. You ain't gotta tell me twice. But I got a plan. Keep spinning her, making her come with me. Right about there, because thankfully we got all the room. Just I did not plan for that kind of dock. So watch my mirrors, watch that. Right about there. She gonna start coming back with me. Yep. And now just back on into it. I think I'm still very off actually. Which is fine, I'm gonna pull up in a minute. Yeah, no, I'm pretty decent. I'm still pull up a little bit in a minute. Cause I just do, it just feels funky now. Go more that way. Yep, got it. I'm gonna still pull up because I like the straight look. There we go. Throw the heads up just to be easy. One of these days I have to do a live with tracker. I think I've done that before. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go back and look at our archive. At our collection. There we go. That worked perfectly. You already know I'm fudging the logbook. That's a given. That traffic. The little turnaround I had to do back there, I can't remember when. You'd have to go back and look. Between them two things, my time was all kinds of messed up. But we here. We still within the time they wanted. And I don't even have to, what was I going to do? Oh, because I told y'all when we get here, I'll show you how I simulate when they unload for trailers like this. Because if you're dropping hook, wouldn't care. You go in, talk to the people, be out, cool. Well, in this situation, since you're getting unloaded, I could simulate it, but the way I do it, I don't have to now, because it's within the 2 hours of the final time to be delivered, 11, and it's 9:15 now. So in like, I say 30 minutes, I'm gonna be unloaded and be good for that. Because originally they wanted it between 7:30 and 11, which means they were set for it. So good to go. Now I could still simulate, but my rule of thumb is when I simulate it within 30 minutes or within 2 hours of the final time, and which in this case 11, 9, 2 hours, I don't choose to simulate it. That's why you see a lot of times on compiled videos, I don't show the simulation of being unloaded because I'm usually within the time. That's usually when I try and get there, so I don't have to simulate it. But if you wanted to, you could simulate that, and the same way we loaded is the same way you would do it unloaded now. But we got here at the perfect time. Don't have to. So in 30 minutes or so, I'd say 30, 40, whenever, they'll unload me and I'll be good. So, but as of right now, like I always say, after long runs like that, everything else, I always save just because you never know. I know they auto save, but I always save just for the heck of it. So with that being said, I need to finish this logbook. I'll do that in a second, but I'm gonna go in here because I've had to pee since I don't even know that one turnaround turn, and I wasn't gonna be ignorant and pee in the bottle while I'm on the mic and everything. That's just ignorant. I'm sorry, there's no other word for it, pretty much just ignorant. So I'm gonna go run inside, use their restroom because I know they gotta have one. This big behind venture, they always got a bathroom. So I'm gonna use that, then come back in. And what is it now? 9:20. I'm gonna say by 10 will be unloaded. So let me get out here, shut this door, and we'll be out. Alright, door shut. We back in here, and thankfully, as I was walking by, because I had to pee. I don't care what y'all say, I had to pee. As I was walking by, I saw I forgot the name of that thing now. Forklift headed towards like out the building and everything and come get us. I'm assuming because it's the only one. Well, let me look out. I didn't even think of that. No, they got a thing right there. Nah, because what it looks like. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. If anything, we'll get that tumble in a minute, or that screen rather. Just call it what it is. That screen to say we're getting unloaded. So. Well, I'll jump in the bunk, and I was gonna say this for compiled one because sound it doesn't do the best, but I'll show y'all how y'all can get in the bunks. Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to go through here." Well, you see, this way can't so much, but if you know how to do some stuff, do that. Go here. Ah, so nice. Sitting up in here. Let me get right in the corner. That's always out. Oh, y'all don't even know I'm comfy right now. Got my feet up, all good. Y'all don't even know. 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 And I figured it would happen. As soon as I get comfortable, they get us unloaded. But hey, there it is. That's the end of the live. Y'all saw how long it actually took to get over there, by how you convert that into 2 days. As you see, the live all got done in 1 day. Y'all can do the exact same stuff, y'all. And you see how much more goes into it than just, well, A, the quick ones, or B, no kind of just straight shots. So I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've done a lot of those too. I'm just giving y'all another aspect of how you could do it that I do already. And to be fair, this live wasn't even meant to happen. I didn't plan for any of it. But I said, you know what? It's been a while since I've been live. Let me show y'all. Let me make it a 2-part. I've never done that before. And give y'all more insights to a different way to do it. That's always my thing. Show y'all different ways to do it other than just the basic stuff or just jumping in and going. Because so much more, like I say all the time, can go into it. So, hey, then let me wrap this live up, do this paperwork, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching.